So, sup guys, ZachTech12 here. I wanted to make a video talking about the Sonic movie, so I'm playing Sonic World with a movie Sonic mod. Since I was originally going to play Generations, but my computer said no, so I'll play this fan game instead. It's actually really good, so yeah. So, I'm going to split this review into like two parts, the movie where I talk about the Sonic stuff and the movie where I talk about the general movie stuff. So, Sonic stuff in this movie was very slim, and I don't like that. I want a lot of Sonic stuff in a Sonic movie. And when you're in Sonic's world on Mobius, because that's what it's called in the games and comics, I think. Well, not really the games, mostly the comics, but yeah, you know what I'm saying, but it's pretty cool to see classic Sonic running around. Yeah, I prefer classic Sonic. Don't judge me. I couldn't really find a classic Sonic mod with the movie skin for this, so I just used the modern Sonic from the movie. So yeah, because of that, okay, I'm just gonna go super, because I'm not doing this as a second thing. I'm actually doing this over it, but who cares? Yeah, so one thing I don't really like is how Baby Sonic has an aura. I know a lot of these things are gonna be very nitpicky and kind of cynical, but that's mostly because I'm a hardcore Sonic fan and I actually like these things. So, as you know, none of the classic characters have ever had any kind of like aura whenever they jump, whenever they run, whenever they anything. And also, I still kind of have a bit of a problem with Baby Sonic's design in general, yeah. His main problem is that his head is way too big for his limbs. Sure, classic Sonic had a head normally that size, but his limbs were much longer and actually decently proportioned. So, yeah. So, Longclaw, when he's like Obi-Wan Kenobi, so, which is kind of fitting considering flying is getting the high ground. Okay, I could not resist that joke, but yeah, you barely have any time to like know what she does. Like, what did she do with Sonic? Like, how did she find Sonic? Like, I mean, this movie makes it expect that he's the only anthropomorphic hedgehog on Mobius. But we know that's a lie, considering that Amy exists. Oh wait, I forgot Amy comes from Little Planet. Never mind. Or at least according to Sonic CD. And yeah, I kind of want to see what they do with other Sonic characters, because in the beginning we see Sonic and Longclaw get attacked by the Echidna tribe, and I'm just gonna say this right now: the Echidna tribe is supposed to be dead by the time of Sonic's birth. Like, they're supposed to be completely dead, like, with the exception of Knuckles, who is their descendant. And why would they be trying to attack Sonic? Yeah, I know for his powers, but how would they be able to, like, extract anything? They're just a tribe. What are they gonna do? Like, what is the Master? I mean, we see the Master Emerald in the map, but, Sonic's map, as well as the Blue Sphere stage, which is kind of cool. Nice Easter eggs. Meaning the Chaos Emeralds exist, because the Chaos Emeralds have never existed without the Master Emerald. It's just they weren't used in this, which I kind of want them to be used in the sequel, because, Tails was teased in the end credit scene. And yeah, it was kind of cool, but yeah, it's pretty awesome. Just so basically, I kind of think that Knuckles in the I think it would be like the third movie will be an ex-member of the Echidna tribe that Sonic and Tails befriend and stuff like that. But I kind of wish that the ring portals were chaos control and not like ring portals, because that just feels like a Deus Ex Machina. Now I'm going to talk about the actual movie stuff. Like when Sonic's on Earth, which is why I'm playing Speed Highway right now. Because okay, Okay. Yeah. So Tom was actually not as generic as I thought he would. I mean, we've pretty much seen this guy in pretty much every, like, live-action CGI hybrid kidnapping CGI characters. Like, yeah. But he actually was kind of nice, but although they did kind of use during the whole, when they're at San Francisco, they did kind of use the whole, they did kind of use the whole thing like that. But this really reminds me of the modern Alvin and the Chipmunks movies. You know the ones, like the really bad ones, or at least the fourth one is really bad. I mean, 2 and 3 I kind of have some the first 3 I kind of have some nostalgia for, mostly because I saw them when I was much younger. But now let's talk about ya boy, Dr. Eggman, also known as Jim Carrey. I kind of like Jim Carrey as Robotnik. I mean, he's pretty decent, but for most of the movie, he was just Jim Carrey with Eggman skin. Even when he gets his quote-unquote flight suit, as he calls it, which, yeah. Even when he gets it, he doesn't really look like Eggman. He just looks like Jim Carrey trying to terribly cosplay as Eggman. But in the end credits scene, when we see him with in the Mushroom Hill Zone, which is clearly what that is referencing, we see him turn to have a much more Eggman-like voice. We see him basically turn into Eggman. We saw that in the first trailer, and I really like it. And also, here's something I kind of want to happen in maybe the fourth movie, because a Sonic Cinematic Universe, something like that. I kind of want to see Shadow be genetically engineered from that quil. Yes, I know Gerald Robotnik made Shadow in the games, but this is a movie, and I don't think that Gerald Robotnik is gonna even be in this. So, yeah, I kind of think that Eggman could genetically engineer Shadow from Sonic's quil. And in the movie, he was actually at one point this was not scripted in the slightest. That's why everything is falling flat on the face. Like, when am I to ever make a script for a video like this? Like, like, when has that ever happened? It's like me trying to find a girlfriend. It's like whenever Shrek says, like, that's ever gonna happen. It's pretty accurate, but it doesn't matter, because I'm kind of just blasting through while talking about random things I thought about. So, Sonic's voice as Ben Schwartz is kind of a mix between Ryan Drummond and Roger Craig Smith to me. You know how Roger Craig Smith was kind of a mix between Ryan Drummond and Jason Griffith? I personally thought that Roger Craig Smith made Sonic sound too old, considering Sonic's supposed to be like 15, 16. Even in this movie, he is. And also, this baby Sonic is obviously much younger than the classic Sonic we usually know, because it's a 10-year intermission, not like a 4-year intermission or something like that. Yeah. So, let's say that during the road trip, they actually go hunting for Chaos Emeralds. Like, when they go to the giant rubber band ball, because I thought that was actually kind of funny. That was kind of funny. It's the world's largest rubber band ball. Like, when Sonic boosts over to the gift shop, I personally think it would be really cool if all of a sudden he came back with a Chaos Emerald. He doesn't really know that this is the same kind, because of how naive he is in this movie about his own speed and about his world and everything in general. It makes sense that he wouldn't know to use chaos control with it. Although later in the bar fight scene, when he has like 5 out of the 6 that we would see in this movie, because Tails would have to have the 7th to chaos control to Earth, he would yell chaos control because he doesn't know what to do, and then all of a sudden he'd stop time and just ensue the bar fight scene. But then again, it's whatever. This movie doesn't have to be perfectly Sonic, but I kinda wish it was perfectly Sonic, because that would have made this movie a lot better in my eyes. And yeah, I also personally think that the lightning was kind of dumb. I mean, sure, it's a nice interpretation of Sonic's aura that he usually has in his modern games, but I usually think of this as a bit of a meh movie by a Sonic fan, but a really awesome movie by a regular moviegoer. Like, this is actually kind of an awesome movie. I don't even know what to say anymore, but I regret not scripting this. I regret doing this in one take. I made this exact mistake last time, like over a year ago, when I was ranting about my idea for the possibility of a Sonic Adventure 1 remake. That, you know, I think the Sonic creator, I think someone was teasing, like, hey, I want to remake this game again. Like, the DX port kind of didn't really carry everything that we wanted to, because we had to use the renderware engine, because the renderware engine is stupid. Yeah, I'm curious, why did they use the renderware engine for Sonic Adventure DX? I mean, it's not like it's having to go across multiple platforms like Heroes of Shadow the Hedgehog. It was a GameCube exclusive. Like, so why not just use the engine you used for Sonic Adventure 2? Yeah, I kind of gotten off topic. Back to the Sonic movie. So this movie was a combination between Sonic and Alvin and the Chipmunks. I don't really know what to say. This movie. It was yeah. At least we didn't get the rat that we got when we first saw the trailer. Although I'm pretty sure if I were to say classic movie Sonic, whenever I mention Baby Sonic, people would be thinking of said rat. I mean, it is the year of the rat, so it is kind of fitting. But I'm just going off topic because I have no idea what to say. This just turned into I have no idea what I'm talking about review. I've done something like that before, you know, the I have no idea what I'm talking about kind of reviews. They're yeah. It's not a good I don't know what I'm talking about review unless I'm stuttering. Like, that's just how it works. Because you truly need to know whether or not you're talking about it. Because if you're stuttering, you definitely don't know what you're talking about. Now I just kind of went on a tangent because, yeah. You know, I probably would have been able to stay on topic easier if I recorded this, like, after the gameplay, but I didn't. So, well, this movie had something that I wish was in Sonic, like, at all. Like, I really wish that it was in Sonic. Well, actually, never mind, it was. I don't even know what I'm mentioning. I was just trying to segue into the way that how Tom reminds me of that the whole Tom and, I don't remember his wife's name, so I'm just gonna call him by Sonic's nickname, Pretzel Lady. Kind of adopted Sonic at the end of the movie. Because that was kind of cute. It was very wholesome. Also, by the way, that just reminded me, why did Sonic have to floss in this movie? Why? Fortnite bad. Everyone knows Fortnite bad. Okay, I'm kind of just being a bit of a circle jerk at this point, but who really cares? It kind of reminded me of Sonic X. You know, like how Chris's family kind of adopted Sonic and pals and everything. Except Tom isn't an annoying piece of shit like Chris is. Chris is just obnoxious. But Tom was actually a pretty decent character. You know, I like Tom. I kind of would have preferred Tails, but who cares? We all can't have Tails. Except in the end credits, because apparently that's when you can have Tails. Oh my goodness, I just remembered in the movie theater when I actually just saw that end credits scene, I just started chanting, Tails! 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 This turned from a review into me going off topic because I don't know how to say anything video, which are very common on my channel. The don't know how to say anything parts, not necessarily a review. Like, seriously, if I don't know how to say anything, I just kind of stall, hoping that I can collect my thoughts before silence completely envelops everything. Which, a lot of times, that doesn't work in the slightest, and I end up just, you know, stuttering. A ton. So there's one last gripe I have with this movie. Sonic's time-stopping powers, I kind of mentioned this earlier, they literally came out of nowhere. Like, Sonic has been able to stop time before, but only with the use of items, like the Chaos Emeralds with Chaos Control. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Doesn't Sonic have his own time stop ability in Adventure 2? Oh my goodness. They actually got it right. They referenced one of my favorite Sonic game of all time without me even realizing it. I just remembered in the multiplayer, he actually has a time-stopping move, as well as Sonic Wind. Pretty much every character has a time-stopping move, and it's kind of nice. It's quite helpful. So yeah, that was my terrible review on the Sonic movie. I don't know why I'm qualified to have an opinion on anything. You see, I stuttered a lot. This was a complete disaster. Anyways, I'll see you in an actual Minecraft video later today. Peace.